Hey folks, have you seen some of the altcoins? They're trying to make a sneaking through the back door, even though Bitcoin isn't doing anything quite that exciting right now, but some of the altcoins are doing like a quarterback sneak, right? What do I mean by that? Well, let's have a look at this chart, right? Remember how Pablo told you guys 86K is going to be major resistance? Well, look at this, 86K, 86K. It just keeps on getting stuck at 86K, right? Well, because the stocks haven't broken through yet, right? We'll have a quickly look today at three altcoins that are leading this bounce. Is it just a bounce for them, or is it something more than that worth getting into? So we'll look at three major altcoins that are leading this bounce, showing a lot of beach ball action. A beach ball is where you can't keep it down, right? You try to push it down. As soon as the sell pressure is off, boom, the beach ball bounces up. Also, since it's end of the week, Sunday, so we'll have a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum as well for the weekly close. So Bitcoin, now it's like 8 days trying to get through this 86K area, right? It's even, because it's run out of time, it's even popped up through this 86K by a little bit, but still doesn't dare to pop up. If it does, it might be a big wick up and then come back down. Why? And the reason is very simple. I've been telling you guys because the stocks have not confirmed it. It's about the stocks. It's about the tariffs right now, whether you like to believe that or not. Now, before we get on to the altcoins, first let's quickly answer the question of which crypto exchange does Pablo He-Man use? Well, Pablo uses crypto exchange that is non-KYC. That means you don't need to show your ID. That means even the exchange can't see who you are. That means, of course, Americans can use it. Right? That means the IRS can't see you. The tax office can't see you. CIA, FBI, nobody can see you. Totally private. That's why Pablo made a deal with them, right? Pablo is inviting you to trade with this link over 8,000 US dollars worth of newbie prizes just by joining and trading. 1.3 million global users, the fastest growing crypto exchange in the world, and the largest non-KYC exchange in the world right now. So if you're watching this video, then the Pablo link is in the description below. Right? The link is in the description below, but if you're on another platform, such as this one, right, then just go to my profile page and click on the Stan link, and it'll be in the Stan link. It's pretty much the first deal that comes up, right, because this is a big deal. Okay, let's get back to the markets, and just keep in mind, guys, only on this link. So with Bitcoin, for the weekly, look at this, the weekly close with, I mean, that was a good week, but still, so far right now, we haven't, for the new week, what are we going to do? Are we going to pop through or not? It comes down to basically, right? Basically down to SP 500. The SP 500 just not pushing through right now. So it's basically stuck on this line, this trend line, right? Supported by this 525 support. That's the Spider ETF I'm talking about, and it just won't break through. If the stocks won't confirm this breakthrough, the trend line, then Bitcoin, that's why Bitcoin keeps on going sideways at 86K. Same thing for Ethereum as well. So let's have a quick look at Ethereum. And basically, on the weekly, it looks okay-ish. It was a big bottoming tail, in my opinion. We could get one more dip here, something like this, and then up we go. So I'm bullish, and I think we're gonna take one more wick down and probably go up. And there's a good chance this 1390 was the low. There's a good chance this was the low. Of course, provided Bitcoin breaks 86K, provided SP 500, the Spider ETF breaks through, provided all of that happens. Okay, let's get on to some leading altcoins, three of them that are doing well right now. So first one, for example, is, I'm sure everyone has noticed this bouncing Solana. Where is it going to stop? So with Solana, I've drawn this channel here, right? And basically we can see that right now, Solana is hitting the top of this channel at this 141.5 area. You might say, okay, this area is not clean, it's not a proper channel. But even if that's the case, guys, this as a single standalone trend line still works. Look at this, pivot high, pivot high, pivot low, pivot high here, pivot high almost worked, pumps up and down, and then we hit this level. So that's a well-established trend line. And if we just look at this trend line down here, this trend line, it also connects pivot low, pivot low, pivot low, pivot low, and pivot low. And pivot low. So this is also a trend line, and they just happen to be parallel to each other. So we can sort of call that as a channel. That backs it up that this is an important trend line, and we just hit it at 141, 142-ish. So I'm expecting a pullback on Solana. But people might say, oh, okay, but Pablo, how sure are you with this? Now, what I would say is that we can have a look at, this is more than just one diagonal line. We also have this horizontal line as well. So have a look at this. Let me just put it onto weekly chart. So this is 140, this 141.5 level. It goes back all the way to the 2021 bull run. Look at this. It was provided weekly support here, almost weekly support here, and weekly support here. So, and then during this bull run, during the current bull run, look at how many times this 142, 141 level has come in, right? Like, it was the pivot bottom here on the weekly, pivot bottom here, right? This was an important pivot bottom here and here, pivot top here, pivot top here, pivot bottom here. So this 141 level is 142 level is quite important regardless. And now you have this diagonal trend line as well. And I'll give you one more. This is the Fibonacci retrace, and this comes in at this first level, 23.6%. Some people like to use this signal upside down, right? Or you can call this 0.786 pullback. It's roughly the same. The numbers are. So basically, if this 142 area is the Fibonacci level, it's a big horizontal level, right? As we just saw, that goes back almost 2 years, and also this trend line as well. So 142. I would think Solana would pull back from this 142 area. I think the bounce on Solana so far is pretty big, but that's because Solana had one of the biggest drops. It went from what 295 to 95. So that's like a 66%. That's like a major drop. That's almost as big as ETH, or even bigger than Ethereum actually. So that's why Solana is taking this big drop and big bounce. So, well, maybe something like this, 119, and we do a shoulder, head, shoulder. Bitcoin breaks through to 86K to challenge 92K, and then Solana can go up like this. I do think Solana can have a good run. The problem is I just don't think this bounce is anything more than that. Okay, let's have a look at another one. Tau is also having a big bounce. This is one of the big representatives who are the leader in the AI narrative. And for some reason, it's gone straight through. Like, that's a very big 4-day run here, straight through. And it's this similar Fibonacci level that we just saw on Solana. It's not stopping there at all. That was 300. Now we're at 317, 316. Very strong run. And the next resistance, probably something like 360. According to the Fibonacci, it's more like 387. So it's got some room to run for this Tau or Bittensor. Let's have a look at it on the weekly chart. Also looking good. So probably I would say the resistance comes in at 360 to 380 area. So it's got some more room to run. Bittensor. It's been in this massive sideways range now, the leader of the AI coins for crypto, and if Bitcoin gets anywhere close to 109K again, there's a chance that it could get above 600 again for Bittensor for Tau. Okay, last one we'll look at is a meme coin, but it's probably the only real AI meme coin there is. So this one for folks who've been following me, you know that I've been talking about it since it was like at 40 cents. Now it hit almost $1, $1 just a few days ago. 96 cents. I was talking about it when I was hanging around here. All right, if you watch my old videos, then I said maybe we'll get a dip back and we have a buy order around here. If not, and if you really wanted to get in, have maybe 1/3 of the position here and 1/3 here and 1/3 here, dollar cost average down. So it's this run up so far. I still think this is a bull flag that we're in right now. I still think this is a bull flag, and we'll probably consolidate something like this, pull back to as low as 65 cents, and then boom, breakthrough. I still think Fartcoin is far too strong. I mean, look, Bitcoin bottomed on April the 7th at 46K, at 74K. By April 7th, Fartcoin already made a big new high. It was closing. In fact, on April 7th, didn't even go down when Bitcoin crashed to 74K to hit the bottom. On that day, Fartcoin was 55 cents already, and it had come from 20 cents. So it made a 2.5x run already. Bottomed March 10th. So that was almost a month before Bitcoin did. So again, very strong coin. So with these three coins, I think that the true leader here is Fartcoin, whether we like it or not. Solana can make a very big bounce. Tau, Bittensor is probably going to lead AI again, can probably make a run above 600 if Bitcoin comes back to anywhere above 106K again. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on how the market is going. Catch you guys for next episode.